What if you tried to build a Formula One race car, but you had to do it on a busy city street? That's kind of the problem dYdX was facing. And their solution? It wasn't to just tune the engine, it was to build their own private racetrack. So today, we're diving into the dYdX chain, a project with the seriously ambitious goal of creating the ultimate decentralized crypto exchange. So let's start right there, with that core mission. What does that really mean? Well, this isn't just about being another crypto exchange, not by a long shot. This is about building a platform that has the raw speed of a centralized giant like Binance, but with the total trust and transparency you only get in DeFi. It's a huge claim, and now we're going to see exactly how they're trying to pull it off. Okay, so to really get where dYdX is going, you've got to understand where it came from. It started out as a true DeFi pioneer, one of the top derivatives platforms on Ethereum, and it was wildly successful. But they pretty quickly realized that being a guest in someone else's house, even a really nice one, comes with some serious limitations. And this is the answer they came up with. The dYdX chain isn't just an app anymore. It's its own sovereign blockchain. It's built using the Cosmos toolkit, and pretty much every single piece is engineered for one thing and one thing only: to be the fastest, most efficient, and most decentralized place to trade in the world. So you might be wondering, why make such a huge change? Why leave Ethereum? I mean, it's the biggest smart contract platform out there, right? Well, it's because to achieve their ultimate vision of a truly decentralized financial system, the old way of doing things just wasn't going to cut it. They hit some fundamental roadblocks. And here was the dilemma. On Ethereum, traders, and if you've ever traded on chain, you know this pain. We're getting hammered by unpredictable, sky-high gas fees, not to mention slow transactions that could literally kill a good trade. And here's the kicker. Behind the scenes, some really crucial parts, like the order book, were still centralized. The goal was to build the column on the right, a world with low, predictable fees, instant trades, and a system run completely by its own community. So to get from that messy reality to the dream scenario, little tweaks just weren't an option. They needed something big, a truly radical leap forward. And that leap was the dYdX chain itself. A move from just being a protocol to becoming a full-fledged self-governing ecosystem. So how does this whole thing actually work? Well, it really boils down to three core innovations. First, by being its own sovereign blockchain, dYdX controls its own destiny. They can optimize every little detail for trading performance. Second, and this is a huge deal, the entire order book is on-chain. That means no centralized servers, no single point of failure. It's completely transparent and censorship resistant. And third, it's owned and operated by the community. The users, the token holders, they're the ones securing the network and voting on its future. Now, you should know this didn't just happen overnight. This was a very deliberate, community-driven process. After starting on Ethereum, it was the community itself, the token holders, that actually voted for this massive move. And when the mainnet finally launched in late 2023, that marked the moment dYdX truly became its own universe, powered by a fully decentralized trading engine. And the fuel for this entire journey, the thing that now powers this new chain, is, of course, the native token, dYdX. It's the absolute center of the whole ecosystem, the element that makes everything tick. The entire economy of the network is built around a maximum supply of 1 billion tokens. And that's it. This fixed supply is a really key feature because it's designed to create a predictable and stable economic environment for everyone involved. You know, if you ever want to see what a project really cares about, just look at how they distribute their tokens. And here, that huge slice for community rewards tells you everything you need to know. This is a clear strategy to encourage trading, liquidity, and just general participation. It's all about building a massive, engaged user base right from the start. So, and this is absolutely crucial. Holding dYdX isn't just about hoping the price goes up. It gives you real power and real utility. You get to vote on proposals that literally change how the protocol works. You can stake your tokens with validators to help secure the whole network and earn rewards for it. And you get perks like trading incentives and fee discounts. You're not just a user, you're a part owner of the exchange. Okay, but building incredible technology is really only half the battle. To actually succeed, dYdX chain has to fight its way through an incredibly competitive landscape. We're talking old giants and a constant stream of new challengers. And this is where dYdX is trying to carve out its unique spot. See, unlike Uniswap, which is amazing for simple swaps but doesn't have a traditional order book, dYdX offers that professional-grade experience. And unlike Binance, which is totally centralized and holds your funds for you, dYdX is fully decentralized and non-custodial. You're always in control. It's aiming right for that sweet spot, the performance of a centralized exchange, but with the security of DeFi. Now, speaking of the future, you have to look at this news. For years, dYdX has been off limits to U.S. residents because of regulatory concerns. So their plan to launch spot trading in the U.S. by the end of 2025, that's a massive, massive step. If they can successfully navigate the U.S. regulatory maze, it could open the floodgates to a huge new market of traders. But let's be realistic. The path forward is full of major risks. The platform absolutely has to attract massive trading volume to even begin to compete with the giants. Entering new markets, like the US, is a regulatory minefield. And of course, there's market perception. The token is trading well below its past highs. With fierce competition coming from every angle, dYdX has its work cut out for it. Which brings us to our final question. dYdX has built the tech, they've fostered the community, and they have the vision for a completely decentralized financial future. They've taken a radical leap that really no one else has. But with all these challenges ahead, can it really go head-to-head with the centralized titans and become the new standard for how we trade? The race is on.